Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's the USL Championship presented by SSM Health St. Anthony's as OKC Energy plays host to Memphis 901 FC. Sean St. Jacques, the coach, Eric Dobransky here with you. Big game for both teams, both looking for their first win of the regular season. The fans are out in Oklahoma City getting ready for this one. OKC Energy coming off a tough game last time out, losing to Birmingham Legion. Memphis 901 had a chance to get all 3 points last time out against Atlanta United 2. They were up a man, they could not get it done down the stretch. But Eric, we start with a big storyline developing with OKC Energy. Obviously, the Energy had a town hall meeting yesterday about the state of the club, the team leadership. Guys like Connor Donovan, AJ Cochran, who wear the captain's armband for the club, told head coach John Pasquarello before that, we're behind you. We know we're close to turning it around.
And that all they're missing is that balance. They've really focused on that defensive side of the ball, and now that really should open up the attacking side, really being brave in that attacking half of the field.
We start now by taking a look at the players to watch. We start with OKC, presented by Love's. Hiroki Kurimoto could be a big difference maker tonight.
Now, this is the player, when John Pasquarello talks about balance, Kurimoto is going to be that balance in transition. He owns his role and recognizes his role on and off the ball, and he unlocks a lot of different space up higher up the field, and then look for him to look for Lopez and Bijev.
On the other side of things from Memphis 901 FC, really good game last time out for a veteran. Kadeem Dakers had a goal and an assist against Atlanta United 2. He expects to be a big-time player all season for Memphis 901. Coach Ben Pierman said he's got the number 10 shirt for a reason.
And not only does he create opportunities for himself off the dribble, but he creates opportunities for others. He's dynamic in front and behind the back line. He was involved in both goals against Atlanta 2 and led the team with 6 shots and 3 on target.
He was fantastic, and they're looking for another big performance from him tonight. Both of these teams need a win to get back on track in the USL Championship. We're looking for a good one in OKC. It's the OKC Energy. It's Memphis 901, and it's coming up next.
Goals are something we outline for ourselves, and oftentimes they can be pretty lofty. When things begin to line up the way we think they should, we appreciate those who helped us along the way, like the help you get with commercial banking from FFB. Our experts are ready to partner with you to help you manage cash flow, oversee accounts through online banking, and help you secure a business line of credit. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB. We go where you go.
You deserve something sweet, like Brahms' new fancy sundaes. The sticky bun has the perfect hint of cinnamon, topped with smooth, hot caramel and pecans. There's the undeniably delicious cocoa banana ice cream covered in hot fudge and slices of banana. And who could resist 2 scoops of white chocolate strawberry tart filled with pound cake and more strawberries? Or French chocolate macaroon with marshmallow atop Brahms' freshly baked macaroon cookies. Try one or all 4 at Brahms, because you deserve it.
I'd always wanted to get braces, always considered it, thought about it. You know, how long is this gonna take? Am I too old to do this? What am I gonna look like with braces on, with payment options and everything else? Nothing's hindering me now, I just need to go ahead and do it. The staff, for one, is awesome. The doctor's great. I know I had friends growing up saying, oh, it hurts. I didn't have that experience. I can't wait to see my teeth without being masked by wires, right? Hindsight, I would have done it again 100 times over.
Energy FC would like to thank SSM Health St. Anthony for being the official healthcare partner, and Team Docs for the Energy FC partner for 21 years. SSM Health St. Anthony has been ready to help and heal patients across OKC. Sean St. Jacques, Eric Dobransky back here with you, excited for this one between the Energy and Memphis 901 FC. And Eric, will take a look now at the starting lineups. But before then, we'll take a look at the last game for OKC Energy. Birmingham Legion through Bruno Lapa squeezed one through. Energy did not respond in a 1-0 defeat.
And that was a tough result for OKC. An early second half goal, and then here, 2 changes in the starting lineup for John Pascarella with the additions to Bijev and Dunwell. They're both attacking players, and they'll provide that balance from defending to attacking. And then, as we highlighted, Kiramoto, and then the leaders in the back, Donovan and Cochran.
Really excited to see what John Pascarella's side bring. They have a sense of urgency tonight. The coach told us earlier this week. Here's how Ben Pierman lines up for Memphis 901.
2 changes as well for them from their game against Atlanta 2. Starts Murphy and Leston Paul. Coach Pierman wants his group to be patient on the ball. Look for Kisiadu or Duro to control that tempo. Kisiadu had the goal and an assist, or had a goal and an assist against Atlanta 2. Look for him to get forward and be really dangerous in that final third.
Both those lineups brought to you by First Fidelity Bank. First Fidelity Bank is proud to be an OKC Energy founding sponsor. Our 20 OKC Metro locations make banking convenient for you, especially when combined with our free worldwide ATMS. Mobile banking, mobile deposit, ATMs, First Fidelity Bank. We go where you go. Visit www.ffb.com today. We're underway from OKC, the Energy, and Memphis 901. Both desperate for a win, both looking for their first 3 points of this season. Again, alongside Eric Dobransky, I'm Sean St. Jacques. Thanks for spending some of your night with us and some really good USL Championship action. Matthew Corrigan will rule centrally as our center referee. And Eric, both of these teams are desperate to get a first win of the year. And of course, it's the first ever meeting between these 2 clubs as well.
And it's early in this Central Division, but there's 2 teams that really need 3 points. I know a draw, you get the 1 point, but if you're OKC, you're sitting there in sixth place in the Central Division with 2 points, 2 draws. Memphis has only played 2 matches prior to this, so still really early for their season as well.
Parker controls at the back for the Energy. And they mentioned it earlier. Second season under John Pascarella. Actually, when you go back to even 2019, last 26 games the OKC Energy have played, they have just 1 win. They're winless in the last 5 games at the end of 2019. Just the 1 win a season ago in a shortened season, the USL Championship. And of course, so far in 5 this season, they do have 2 draws, but 3 losses in their first 5. Ben Pierman taking the interim tag off of his position at Memphis 901. Just 1 draw and 1 loss so far this season. Energy on the attack here. Queuing up centrally, big opportunity early on, and a big deflection out of there centrally. Skylar Thomas with a crucial block for Memphis. Looks like it might have gone out. It's a corner for OKC.
And Coach John Pascarella was very clear that when you're playing at home, and again, really chasing 3 points, he wants his team to play on the front foot, be really brave going forward, and you could see that here early on.
Lopez not able to beat the goalkeeper there. Good ball towards the back post, headed over the top. John Berner was worried, but it's out for a goal kick. And that, Eric, is where OKC hopes to do a lot of damage tonight.
Well, and that's an area where Memphis and Coach Pierman were very concerned. They talked about OKC being one of the best teams in the league at restarts, attacking set pieces, and it's something that OKC really sees a lot of success with. And then Coach Pierman from Memphis was very clear about 2 of the 3 goals that OKC scored on set pieces have been on those second chances of set pieces, where you have all the numbers inside the 18-yard box, you really get another clear-cut chance at a set piece or a service in. So you've got to be really aware and really understand the details in defending those.
OKC able to win a free kick is Robert Coronado, who was fouled. He's slow to get up, looks to be able to walk that off. OKC can clear their lines again. Ben Pierman, interim coach at the end of last season, picked up some big wins towards the end of Memphis' season a year ago, earns the full-time job. He said it's a combination of trust from the organization, but also a time to get to work kind of mentality. He knows it's now his moving forward. And he's confident again that his team, again, they're a little shorthanded. Memphis are coming into this game. They've been a little shorthanded for most of the start of this season. But they're, again, kind of like what we've talked about with OKC, they feel that this slow start is going to be corrected as well.
Well, and then talking to both coaches this week, we discussed, and you mentioned it earlier, that the first time meeting between these two clubs and organizations, it was two opposite views of it, where for Memphis, you talked to Coach Pierman, and their difficulty was getting ready for an OKC team that just played Birmingham Legion on Wednesday. So what kind of squad rotation do you see from OKC? Obviously the two changes tonight, but you know, for them, they didn't really know who to prepare for and what 11 to, you know, really look at. And then for OKC, it was the short turnaround. It was that you played on Wednesday away, and then you have to travel home. So it was really, for both teams, it was more of a, you know, the Wednesday matchup against Birmingham that kind of really made it difficult for both of them to prepare.
Memphis will play this out from the back and go direct over the top. Decent aim there. Donovan heads it away from Kyle Murphy, who was lurking from Memphis. There's John Pascarella. Told us it's only a matter of time. He expects to turn this thing around, and it starts tonight. So we need a win. It's been too long, he told us, since these fans have been able to celebrate a win. He was looking forward to the town hall meeting that happened yesterday with the fans. Said we were gonna do one last year, but COVID didn't allow it. He was looking forward to it. He said, listen, if I get criticized, it's fine with me. Just want to make sure we keep the fans updated of what we're trying to do to turn this thing around. He said the fans, I get it, they're upset. It's one of those things where they need to know that we're putting in the work to correct it.
And to that point, it's the new additions. And again, I think everybody goes back to that shortened season last year where there was only one win under Coach John Pascarella. But like we discussed with him, they're looking to really build upon the spine of this team. The additions of Bijev, Kiramoto, you know, you talk about CJ Cochran, you talk about all of these additions throughout the 2 seasons under Pascarella. They're trying to move in that right direction. And he said they were really trying to build their defensive identity. They conceded a lot of goals last year. And within building that defensive identity, it takes time to build that attacking presence as well, because you have so many of your players wanting to defend, get behind the ball, really be detail-oriented on that side of the ball. Then you forget, you know, playing into dangerous spaces, really committing numbers to get in the attack, and that's just going to come with time. But unfortunately, they're in a situation where, coming off their season last year, that time is going to be looked at, you know, very short, where fans and those a part of that organization are going to want to see results sooner than later. But, you know, you can understand their situation. It's coming. Their players feel it. Coach Pascarella feels it. They're just a couple moments and a couple details away from really turning this thing around.
Matthew Corrigan, who's our center official tonight, gives a booking to Leston Paul. He's got the captain's armband on tonight for Memphis for this last interaction and challenge. And it looks like he's very, very late with that. So early booking for the Memphis midfielder. Keeping an eye on inside 8 minutes. A yellow card brandished for Paul.
And with the addition of Leston Paul to this lineup, you know, sometimes those, and obviously, you know, late challenge there, you know, fortunate to leave there with a yellow, but sometimes when you're inserted in that starting lineup and really getting the tempo of the game, you know, it takes a bit of time to read, you know, how quick somebody's releasing the ball, how quick you need to release the ball, and really get a rhythm into the match.
OKC dispossessed. Just trying to move it forward. They win a throw-in. See there Kyle Murphy, who's been targeted a couple of times so far inside the first 9 minutes. Done well doing the defensive work for the Energy. Searching ball here. Chance maybe for a cross. Dakers asking for it. Kadeem Dakers, shot blocked. Second chance, maybe a third. Kisiadu shoots, and it's wide. And it's out for a goal kick. The Segbers did really well helping out, but in the end, the shot didn't bother CJ Cochran.
Here, an early chance for Memphis. You see Dakers at the top of the box. Really had a good day against Atlanta too, that found himself on the USL Championship Team of the Week for Week 5. And to correct myself from the open, it was Dakers with the goal and the assist. Kisiadu with that go-ahead goal against Atlanta. And really for Memphis, they were 30 seconds away from getting 3 points against that Atlanta 2 side. If it weren't for McFadden's second goal, the match for Atlanta 2 in extra time.
Oduro did really well, overlapping run, and the cross coming in. Murphy was the target. Kisiadu tries to keep it alive. Now Dakers. Segbers helping again. Dakers trying to keep it alive. Crucial challenge there. And it's out for a throw.
And Laurent Kisiadu is a player that Coach Pearman was very high on. A player that came in on trial and really has had solid performances and really wants his team to build upon Kisiadu's performance. And he's just been fantastic so far. Great energy and passion.
Now Rogers on the attack for the Energy. Might be offside on a throw. It was a decent idea. Memphis clear it. And it's capped in just about on that far side, and Memphis can regroup. Energy FC would like to thank SSM Health St. Anthony for being the official healthcare partner, and Team Docs for Energy FC for 121 years. SSM Health St. Anthony has been ready to help and heal patients across OKC. Here come Memphis. It was a searching ball in from Murphy. Reynolds did well, out for a Memphis throw. Kisiadu. Searching ball in from Segbers. It was dealt with by that OKC back line. John Pasquarella said it's the heartbeat of the team, that back line. They're going to be tough for Memphis to break down tonight, you feel. The referee was waiting to see if Kadeem Dakers would gain an advantage there. He did not. So it's a Memphis free kick, as Dunwell concedes it.
And going back to our points about OKC Energy and Coach John Pasquarella, you know, they all know winning validates everything. But just going back to that attacking side really coming along, they really have all the pieces in place to be a really good attacking side moving forward. And really here in Game 6 of the season, you want to see all those pieces start to come together.
Fortune wasn't a bad idea, but he put a little too much on it. And it's past Skylar Thomas, and it's out harmlessly for a goal kick. OKC will try to build out from the back. But Memphis are just slightly pushing up. Part of that balance that Ben Pearman was telling us about earlier this week. Dakers wins it back. Murphy with a chance maybe to find one more pass for Kisiadu, and OKC smuggle it away. And then a foul goes OKC's way to alleviate the pressure. Let's take a look now, Eric, at tonight's injury report brought to you by SSM Health St. Anthony's. Bijev was questionable coming in, and obviously Daly and Lamar out for Memphis.
Yeah, and for Memphis, Coach Pearman was we talked about the two phases in which he really wanted to see his team improve. first off was the ball retention, the ability to be patient in the attack, play expansive soccer in regards to when you have the ball, keep the ball, and really utilize space. And then defensively, extending that pressure that you were just talking about. You know, you're playing an OKC side that is very pass-heavy offensively, where they have Osman, Donovan, Coronado, Kiramoto, and Daniels that all rank in the top 16 in the Eastern Conference total passes completed. I think that's something where, for Memphis, if you can apply pressure and often, you can cause a couple turnovers here and there in their defensive third and the Memphis attacking half.
Real hand-dipped ice cream, thick milkshakes, old-fashioned banana splits, and sundaes, all made with farm-fresh milk. Brahms is proud to be a partner of your family's tradition. Brahms, farm fresh for over 50 years, proud partner of OKC Energy FC. Memphis trying to weave their way through. Kisiadu wins it back for them here. Now a chance for Fortune. Murphy nearly lost it. Now Reynolds on a recycle. We slipped past one, but was fouled on the way through. Challenge from Brad Dunwell again, who's been close to yellow card territory a couple of times. And that might be his last warning.
And for a midfielder, it's really tough if you find yourself getting booked early on, and that's the case with Leston Paul for Memphis, and here Dunwell for OKC. It really affects the way you can play this game defensively and physically, so you just have to watch yourself throughout the rest of the match, especially here early on.
So Reynolds won the free kick. Fortune will line this up for Memphis. Floats it in. Ooh, not quite dealt with. Good central header. Murphy fell down in the penalty area, and it went out for a goal kick in the end. We take a look now at the keys to the game, brought to you by Oklahoma City Volkswagen. Transitional moments, Eric. Coach John Pasquarella really preached that this week to us as well. For Memphis, got to defend those restarts. OKC so dangerous on them.
Yeah, and for OKC, it's both transitional moments offensively and defensively. It's, you know, when you lose possession, what's everybody's role in that transition? Who slows the ball down, allows us to get numbers? And then on the attacking side for OKC, when you win possession, he really wants to make sure when they break forward and then they decide to go forward, if they like the look that they have, continue the counterattack, continue that transition. If they don't, be patient, recycle, send it through the back line, send it through the midfield, really, you know, extend that play. And then for Memphis, we talked about it, the restarts. I mean, OKC really lives on those restarts, whether it's set pieces or attacking corner kicks. So, you know, Coach Bierman was very adamant about really being detail-oriented on those set pieces and being aware as soon as they're ready to go and you know, finding those marks and defenders really early.
Missed kick there led to a Fortune chance that was blocked. Memphis was calling for a handball in the penalty area. It wasn't given. Memphis have a throw-in on the far side. Referee Matthew Corrigan, no hesitation. So Memphis will start on the far side with a throw. Segbers into Fortune. Segbers again on the give and go, goes down in the penalty area and then retaliates after the decision did not go his way.
It's that common sequence sometimes where you don't draw that initial foul that Segbers really wanted, and then he turns around and foul on Daniels on the way out of the 18-yard box.
I have to say, it's a little surprising he didn't get booked for that. Doesn't look like he has been.
He's trying to explain to the referee that he felt like Aiden Daniels was diving there.
I mean, that's a yellow card. I'm a little surprised, to say the least. that Segbers didn't get punished for that, besides the free kick being awarded. He gets let off the hook, and Memphis have a throw again in exactly the same spot that led to that sequence just a few moments ago. OKC trying to win it back here, and they do. Thomas fouls. Frank Lopez won it back and wins a free kick.
With this early physicality from both teams, you could see how much this game and this matchup means to both these sides. And I will continue to go back to it. I mean, for OKC, it's game 6. For Memphis, it's game 3. So yeah. You have 3 games over Memphis right now, but you're looking at a standings where for OKC, you're sitting at 3 points. Memphis is sitting at 2, and this Central Division can really get away from you if you don't start collecting points throughout your matches, because you're in a Central Division where you have Lou City, you have FC Tulsa, you have Atlanta 2, you have Birmingham, and you have Indy 11. Top 4 out of that group of 8 make it to the playoffs. And you have Indy 11 playing Lou City right now, sitting at 5th with 6 points. You have to start gaining a little bit of momentum, or else you're going to see yourself in 6th or below, detached from that top 5, really fighting for that 4th spot in that playoff.
Remember Ben Pierman in particular mentioning to us, like, listen, we've only played 2 games. We have not played ourselves out of it at all, but we do need to start getting the results. It's part of where we are at the moment. As OKC try to create something there. A little unfortunate, didn't fall to a green and white shirt. Memphis on the counter now. This is Kisiadu. Has plenty up with him. Reynolds to his left, who has it. First time ball in, really good ball in, and it's headed over the top by Dakers. Fantastic counter-attacking play from Memphis. Everything but the finish.
Really tremendous build-up play. Reynolds recognized really early that he could overload that right side for OKC. And Dakers, just a well-timed run. He is going to absolutely want that back, as you could see from his reaction. Looking for that far post and just sailing it over the top of CJ Cochran. But going back to what you were saying about Coach Pierman, he's absolutely right. This is only game 3, so they're not necessarily chasing points at this moment. This is really a game that you're on the road. If you can leave here with 3 points, you establish yourself a solid foundation. You get yourself to 5 points overall in the Central Division. For OKC, they need to start stacking 3 points together, from here on out, and then, playing a Memphis team that has not seen a lot of matches quite yet. You could take advantage of this early.
On top of that, Memphis is on the road for quite a bit at the start of this season. But, and Pierman said it's part of the business, and John Pasquarella told us, we can keep telling everybody we're turning it around. That's the other part of it, right? You're willing to let everybody know what's happening, what we're doing to turn the club's fortunes around, but then you actually have to go on and do it. And that's the part that John Pasquarella is trying to preach to his guys. They might turn it around here, but Lopez, on a wonderful delivery, beams it over the top. Could have been 1-0 to the Energy.
And now we exchange opportunities from each team. Such a well-played ball in, and Lopez working off that back shoulder of that Memphis back line.
Another chance here, a turn, and a crucial touch away. Kurimoto was in good position, but didn't take advantage of it. OKC do well to keep possession. Coronado, and Coronado again, chested down well in the penalty area. And it's cleared away. Now Memphis using their pace. Kisiadu up to Murphy, but a good challenge on the backtrack by Donovan. Game starting to open up. Here come Memphis again, but a good header back to Cochran stops them in their tracks. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official soccer ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. OKC trying to win it back, but instead they're penalized. Paul wins a free kick. And Ben Pierman, just about the road start to the season for Memphis, just said, listen, it's the business. It's tough. We have more home games later on. That's the benefit. But the USL Championship, he said, very tough league. Every game is extremely tough to manage. He said, listen, you know, after training, we're telling the guys you got to keep going. We're still dealing with a couple of, times where we're shorthanded during the start of the season, but they're professionals. He expects them to be ready, and to be fair, they've been off to a good start in the first 25 minutes. And now Reynolds is in behind for Memphis. Can he cross it? No, it's a good block inside again by Connor Donovan. But a goal kick instead is turned into a corner kick opportunity, but a great defensive stand by Connor Donovan.
And for Memphis, you have to like how quickly Reynolds releases into that attack. He's been really dangerous on that left side.
Donovan wearing the captain's armband tonight. Talked about his conversation and in the open that he had with John Pasquarella. And John Pasquarella said, straight up, basically, when your captain comes and tells you that the locker room's behind you, they've talked to each other, he knows that, that's a big deal. A captain is not gonna, as he put it, BS you on something like that. He gave him the message straight going into that town hall meeting, and that gave him and the rest of the team, it seems like, a big boost.
And it seems like a team that is really together, and it's a group that's developing a great culture. But you just, it's tough because you want the patience, and you really need the patience, because I'll tell you, for when you're building a team, you build it defensively, and then you start to build that midfield where you can start really possessing and you can really start seeing a lot of the ball. That attacking portion and scoring goals is one of the last moments that comes when you're building a roster. But he's filled this team with a lot of veterans and a lot of players that have been in the USL for some time. And when those veterans and those leaders have your back as a coach, as John Pasquarella, that's important, and that shows you the direction, because obviously players want to play for an organization that are trending upwards, and so that shows you that these players know that they're that close to starting to get results.
Zach Carroll's ball floated in behind was dealt with by OKC, but then Lopez, much to his chagrin, is penalized. Reynolds. Here's Kisiadu. Wasn't able to get past Sam Rogers on the near side. Memphis float this one over the top. Cochran committed, needed to get a piece on that, and he did. It's out for a Memphis throw. And the energy cleared right back out. And they'll try it again, Memphis. Controlled initially by Fortune, and again, Kisiadu. Tries to dink one, but Cochran able to beat him to the spot.
Other than the chance by Lopez for OKC, it really has looked like Memphis is putting a little bit more of a rhythm together in that attacking third. They're asking a lot more questions of this OKC backline right now.
They're trying to ask another one here. Murphy thought he was fouled. Referee didn't acknowledge him. And Coronado tries to clear it, but again, Memphis win possession. Almost half an hour gone. Still no shots on target for either side, but chances are being created. Just nothing to really trouble either goalkeeper, at the moment. And that's going to roll all the way out of play for a goal kick. Energy FC is excited to welcome the Lincoln at Central Park Apartments as a proud partner of the club, the official home of the Energy players. The Lincoln at Central Park Apartment Homes is the epitome of luxury apartment living in Oklahoma City. For more information, please call 405-759-5583. Mention promo code hashtag This Is Our City for special discounts. Coming up on the half an hour mark, Memphis have it back. Murphy, good hold up play from him. And then Reynolds was the target, but it went well over his head and out of play. Again, both teams looking for their first win of the season. Good crowd here in Oklahoma City for this one. Both coaches talked about how not only their teams, but the opposing team would be desperate and have to play like it. Kissiadu has help. And Segbers. Oh, it took a deflection. Still a chance and a spinning kick. Nowhere near Cochran. Reynolds retrieves. Kissiadu, great balance from him. And then miscommunication between him and Murphy. Now maybe Lopez. A great job backtracking there by Skylar Thomas.
And you can see that desire on the attacking side from both sides, but really just missing that final product, missing that final connection, whether it's the link-up play or the wide play that Memphis has been really successful with right now. I know one factor that they were really, OKC really wanted to focus in on as well was that dynamic athleticism and pace that Memphis really possesses. And when you're asking a team to really grow an identity offensively like OKC would like to do and play braver on the ball and really look for those entry passes that find and unlock spaces higher up the field, it really leaves you open to those counterattacks, those transition moments. And when you're playing a team that's as dynamic and as athletic as Memphis is, they can go from their defensive third to the attacking third really quick.
Free kick for the Energy. Kissiadu deemed to have fouled and conceded it. Then the Energy give it right back. Dakers does really well. And Segbers, now Fortune. And he wins a free kick after getting tugged. Cochran gobbles that one up. USL on ESPN continues with a midweek rivalry matchup on ESPN Deportes. Thursday, June 3rd. Copa Tejas returns El Paso and Austin, 9 p.m. Eastern. In the Lone Star State, it's El Paso and Austin, ESPN Deportes, Thursday, June 3rd, 9 p.m. Eastern. Should be a good one between Locomotive and the Austin Bold. Good one in the early stages here, just haven't had too many huge chances. But guys like Reynolds and others for Memphis would say they've just edged it so far. Here's the last sequence as it was handled by Reynolds.
And this is in just an area where OKC can be dangerous, just high enough up the field that you can really commit several numbers to crash in front of the 18 and really put Burner under pressure.
Coronado lines it up. So it's a good ball in, the header is down, but not enough to trouble John Burner. But that's what OKC can provide from set pieces. John Pascarella knows that. It was the first thing he told us when we asked him about keys to victory in this game. As Kadeem Daker's there. Fouled, trying to smuggle it away. Here's the last sequence off the Coronado free kick.
And we asked John Pascarella his thoughts on attacking set pieces, and he really enjoyed the structure and creating set pieces, you know, and they're mainly all scripted, so it really leaves a lot available offensively.
Shot comes in, it wasn't a bad effort. Bijev, who we've barely seen in this first half, takes aim, but it ends up being well wide from the former Liverpool Football Club Academy product.
I think unfortunately right now in the first half, Bijev has dropped a bit more to help out defensively because those counterattacks from Memphis are causing a lot of issues, and then it's allowing Lopez to stay higher, but you're missing that connection from Bijev and Lopez in the attacking half of the field.
Headed out for a Memphis throw. Fortune given right back. And a free kick, another chance for OKC, maybe from a set piece just inside the Memphis half here. Energy FC wants to thank Tropical Smoothie Cafe for helping feed our players and for being a proud partner of Energy FC. Check out one of their 15 Oklahoma City Metro locations or order .tropicalsmoothiecafe.com to get your smoothies delivered. Ball goes back out of play. Energy keep it. Rogers looking downfield. This could be another kind of set piece opportunity for OKC off a throw-in. John Pascarella directing traffic before Rogers throws this in. Good throw in, flicked on towards the net. Burner before Lopez was able to swing away at it. Carroll. Nearly gave it away, nearly. Memphis cleared, second time of asking. Cochran, lovely floated ball for Rogers. Reynolds getting tangled up. In the end, wins his side of throw.
And you could still see for Memphis that higher line of confrontation really not allowing OKC to get comfortable building out of the back and really linking that back line to that midfield to the forwards for OKC. It is an OKC team that wants to see the ball. In their last matchup with Birmingham, even though they were on the wrong end of that result with a 1-0 loss, they did see possession in their favor, 52%, whereas in Memphis really allowed Atlanta to control possession in their 2-2 draw, with Atlanta seeing 64% and Memphis seeing 35% in that match.
Donovan lofts it downfield. In the end, it's easy for Burner. Score a great deal with the Brahms Family 4-pack. For only $49, you'll get a 4-match tickets. Get 4 match tickets, 2 buy one, get one free Brahms combo vouchers, and 4 Energy FC hats. Visit energyfc.com/Brahms to pick up your Brahms Family 4-pack. There's so much there, it's a tongue twister. Goodness, lot to look forward to there. Good to look forward for something here for the Energy, and Lopez denied again by the veteran Burner.
And Lopez has been the bright spot for OKC in the attacking half here. forcing a turnover. You could see he really wanted to be clever with that finish, trying to just chip it over Burner. Burner getting his right shoulder in the way. So again, OKC finding different areas of the field to press.
Donovan, formerly of RGV, really good ball out wide. Coronado on the overlap, and Kurimoto in support as well. Now Rogers gets in on it. That was Aiden Daniels out wide. Connor Donovan. Rogers. That was a good ball in for Kurimoto. Now again, Lopez the target. Looks like it'll be a corner for OKC.
And I would dare to say that is the ball that Coach Pasquarella is looking for. Rogers in that back line for OKC, drawing Memphis out and then playing that really positive ball into Kurimoto and creating this corner kick opportunity.
Little Caesars corner lined up here for OKC. It's a good ball in the header, right at Burner, who was positioned perfectly, barely had to move. Great power behind the Mitchell Osmond header.
Both of these center backs for OKC, whether it's Osmond or Donovan, they get heavily involved in those attacking corner kicks. And again, you talk about how scripted they are. You're able to run a lot of pick plays, a lot of movement to really free those two on those set pieces and really providing those opportunities.
Foul against OKC here. Bijev on Paul, it looked like. He's pleading his case with the referee. And when he gets physical again on the near side, and Ben Pierman's like, how many of my guys have to fall for me to get a free kick over here? Well, the referee, I think there's a bit of a stoppage here. There is a man down. It's not a man down OKC would like to have down here, as Lopez is attended to.
And we talked to Coach Pasquarella about Lopez and Chavez, and really both of them really coming into form. They're getting that match fitness back. Obviously both on different timetables in regards to the load management and the amount of minutes they can really play per match. And like you mentioned, this is really a player for Lopez right now that has been that spark on the attacking side for OKC so far in this first half.
Concern for John Pasquarella and company. He talked to us about managing the minutes. Lopez is able to at least walk off under his own power, which is a good sign. We'll see if he's able to come back. He's ready. That's a good sign for OKC right there. He has a little word with his coach. Referee will wait just to let the play develop before Lopez can come back on. And he does enter the pitch. Meanwhile, Memphis have it through Oduro. Lofted over the top, Osman's header. Little wayward, out for a corner. And Lopez is trying to kind of run it off at the moment.
And to your point about managing minutes, they're really hitting a stretch, and I know John Pasquarella and this OKC team really want to focus on game by game, but they're running into a stretch where they host Memphis tonight. They're at Indy 11 on Wednesday, but after that Indy 11 game, they don't play again until June 12th when they host Birmingham Legion. So really managing these minutes in this match and then looking forward towards that Wednesday matchup with at Indy 11.
Oduro will take it. It went past Murphy. Falls for Paul. Oduro might get a second bite at the cherry. Oh, good defensive work there. Kurimoto helping out. And the energy counter here. It's one back by Memphis. We're into the 1 minute added on at the end of the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official on the sideline is
All deflected, Rogers.
1 minute of added time in the first half.
And Rogers sends it back. USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ plus community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever, Memphis at the end of this first half, crucial challenge. Connor Donovan comes up big defensively right at the end of the first half.
What a play by Connor Donovan. Really would have been a difficult spot for OKC going into halftime down 1-0, but Connor Donovan, the captain, the center back, there to intercept that pass.
And that'll be the last major action of the first half. Both teams had some chances. Both teams also still feel like they're growing into the game. Memphis had the good part of it at the first part of the first half, but OKC edged it towards the end of the first 45 minutes. Still goalless, though, between OKC and Memphis 901. We're looking forward to what should be a fun second half. Both teams desperate for their first win of the season. John Pasquarella is looking for just his second win as the OKC Energy coach. His boys have put in a strong first 45 minutes. Memphis have answered them as well. And at the halftime break, it's still goalless between OKC and Memphis 901. Good first half so far. Both teams desperate to get back on track in the Central Division. More to come at halftime between OKC and Memphis. Goalless, but a good second half upcoming from Oklahoma City.
Real commitment doesn't stumble. It doesn't hesitate. It's ready at a moment's notice, on the sidelines and in the stands. It leans in and gets loud. We're ready for you, for our club, for our city, for whatever comes next. We're SSM Health St. Anthony, and we're proud to be the official healthcare partners of the OKC Energy FC.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Your old squad shitty, my bros rock.
Brahms has been serving delicious cheeseburgers made 100% pure beef patties, along with their signature limeades and crinkle-cut fries, real hand-dipped ice cream, thick milkshakes, old-fashioned banana splits, and sundaes, all made with their farm-fresh milk. Brahms, farm fresh, for over 50 years, proud partner of OKC Energy FC. Sean St. Jacques, Eric Dobransky back here with you on the Love's Halftime Report. No score between OKC Energy and Memphis 901 FC. Let's take a look now at highlights from the midweek games in the USL Championship. And Eric, of course, we start 3 good games really to look at from the past week. We mentioned, of course, OKC's trip to Birmingham. It was a really tough weather night in Birmingham, Alabama. But Bruno Lapa was there to help, and Birmingham Legion scored early in the second half, and it stood up as the winner.
And really that short turnaround for OKC Energy now. And what a goal by Bruno Lapa there to start the second half of that match and get them a crucial 3 points to keep them right in that hunt of that Central Division.
They nearly made it a second. Gordon with a good effort. Couldn't turn it into anything. Could have been a penalty as well. They were begging for it. They got it. And they scored it as well.
And this Austin Bold and Real Monarchs game really went back and forth. Monarchs created a number of opportunities here. Hit the crossbar twice. Noah Powder really had that equalizer right there, but here in the 93rd minute, really finished it off for Austin Bold. Really good counterattack. And the assist coming from Hines, the 3 points, sees them level in points with El Paso Locomotive for that 4th and 5th spot in the Mountain.
Coley scored, of course. Trancoso as well, and then Pittsburgh put 3 past New York Red Bulls 2. Daniel Griffin scored. Alex Dixon scored just 7 minutes later, and Russell Cicerone would wrap up all 3 points. This is Dixon's goal. Really nice tap in the 29th minute to give Riverhounds a much-needed 2-goal advantage. They've been struggling at times this season. A great debut goal for Alex Dixon. And then the other signing from St. Louis, Russell Cicerone would wrap up the points.
And a classic Pittsburgh performance. They always want to highlight the shutout and the defensive performance, but putting up 3 goals, leading in the half 2-0, and then that Cicerone goal, just putting it away for Pittsburgh last night.
Much needed 3 points for Bob Lilly's side. These 2 teams need 3 points as well. Second half just around the corner. When we come back, we'll look around the USL Championship here on the Love's Halftime Report from OKC.
I did get an interesting text from someone in the Phoenix organization talking about how big and physical that game was, and maybe they didn't necessarily know it was going to be just like that. I think they got a good taste. By the way, in case you're wondering, Forrest Lasso is competing for the Summer Olympics in gymnastics. Just wanted you to know. What you got next?
Lee Cohen, he was part of that routine.
Bring it to me.
Forrest Lasso, the defender of the year, leaping over the ad boards and pirouetting his way toward the dugout.
Brought down one time, what a strike! Dion, he now has a brace. Quintanilla on the board.
Into the back net, Dylan Miras.
Ketterer sends it out.
And a goal there by El Paso.
Goals are something we outline for ourselves, and oftentimes they can be pretty lofty. When things begin to line up the way we think they should, we appreciate those who helped us along the way, like the help you get with commercial banking from FFB. Our experts are ready to partner with you to help you manage cash flow, oversee accounts through online banking, and help you secure a business line of credit. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB. We go where you go.
At At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Sean St. Jacques, Eric Dobransky back here with you. Let's look at the championship news and notes. What a week it's been for Aiden McFadden of Atlanta United. 4 goals in 2 games to take the honors. And, of course, Eric, Tampa Bay seems to be setting the pace.
They are, and going back to McFadden, scoring in extra time against this Memphis side, a player down. And what a performance. Set-piece goal by Aiden McFadden as well. But like you said, Tampa Bay Rowdies are just really in a good rhythm right now.
Austin Bold, El Paso Locomotive, June 3rd, ESPN Deportes. Be there or be square. That should be a really good one between those two as well. And, of course, Aiden McFadden leads the team of the week. He's the player of the week, of course, this week. And, of course, some of the regulars there like Solomon Asante, Sam Hamilton, Brandon Miller, who's fantastic for Charlotte as well. And, of course, we've seen something from Kadeem Dakers in his first half.
Yep, somebody that's playing in this matchup tonight, Kadeem Dakers, has really looked dangerous here in the first half and well-deserved team of the week for all players involved.
Good mix of teams from around the league. Taking a look at, again, a loaded Pacific Division. I think Jake Edwards, the commissioner of the USL Championship, did a really good job splitting these groups up. These are some brutally deep groups.
It is, and we continue to highlight how early it is, but in this 32-game schedule, and with the top 4 teams in each group moving and advancing on to the playoffs, points are at a premium. Road points, playing well at home, they're all going to, when you go towards the end of the season, you're not going to want to look back at points that you dropped when you were playing well, and then points when you gained when you had to get points later on.
Of course, the final, it all leads up to that, November 28th, but there's a long way to go. Of course, top 4 teams in each division make the playoffs. Take a look at the scoreboard here. How about a brace for Jordan Hamilton on the road at Lou City? Indy 11 picks up a huge 3 points. Hartford and Real Monarchs postponed due to weather. Miami FC, again, they were a team that really struggled in group play last season. They're off to a great start. And San Antonio, of course, are up by a 1-0 against RGV. And New Mexico Loudon just got underway.
And we highlighted Tampa Bay Rowdies in the open there, but look for Miami FC. They're sitting there 3-2-0 with 9 points, 3 points behind Tampa Bay in that Atlantic division. But what a big win for Indy 11 tonight at Lou City. 2-1, late second penalty.
Taking a look now at the Love's upcoming schedule in the USL Championship. Take your pick. Some really good ones. Atlanta United 2 versus Birmingham. Indy hosting OKC Energy. A busy Sunday. Austin Bold, Tacoma Defense as well. Austin Bold, and of course, hosting El Paso. Tune into that game as well. Sporting KC2 against an FC Tulsa team. Trying to get back on track as well.
And even just discussing somebody that's a part of this game tonight, OKC Energy, looking forward to that Wednesday game at Indy 11. Depending on what result becomes tonight, they're really going to be pressing for points on the road against an Indy 11 team that just took 3 points from Lou City.
Coach on Atlanta United 2. Tip of the cap to him. He's been fantastic. We'll take a quick break and we come back. First half highlights and stats from OKC.
United Turf and Track is proud to be a partner and the official sports field service provider for the Energy FC practice facility and training grounds. United Turf and Track is a turnkey sports field construction, installation, renovation, and consulting company for natural grass and synthetic turf field systems. With over 50 years of combined experience in sports field construction and service management, United Turf and Track is the only certified field builder in Oklahoma and Arkansas. Contact us today for your next field construction or renovation project.
To the IT professionals, enabling companies across the country to work from home and making business as usual out of unusual circumstances. This new way of working doesn't work without you. Your company is counting on you, and you can count on Cox Business Cloud Solutions. So keep collaborating, keep adapting. We'll keep your data safe and accessible through it all.
Welcome to Loves. Here, technology drives us. That's why we research technology advancements in our own labs. It's why we're constantly developing new tools to improve the ways you move. Ways that lead to safer, more efficient travel. Here at Loves, we believe that technology drives us all forward. Loves, working to bring innovation to the highway.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights between OKC Energy and Memphis 901, presented by Panera Bread. Eric, we start with Memphis on the front foot and a Dakers chance that maybe he'd expect to finish.
And both finding opportunities in different phases of the game. Really, Reynolds on that left side for Memphis is finding a lot of success getting forward. And there, Kadeem Dakers really should have put it on frame, but really good opportunity and late runner. And then here, good service in for Lopez. And again, you put that on frame, you're probably up 1-0.
Another really good chance from OKC. They didn't have a ton of them in the first half, but Lopez was in and amongst them. No question about that. The Brahms halftime stats, shots are high, shots on target in OKC's favor, possession very tight at the half between OKC Energy and Memphis 901 FC. Just moments away from the second half kick, teams will switch sides. Both teams desperate for their first win of the season. OKC, 3 losses, 2 draws in their first 5. 1 loss, 1 draw for Memphis 901 at the start of their 2021 campaign. We talked about it, the Central Division is deep. Both teams need to go for it, and we expect a fun and exciting end-to-end second half in Oklahoma City. Both teams had a couple of clear-cut chances in the first half. Only OKC hit the target. Kadeem Dakers, who had the best chance, headed it just off the frame. OKC win a free kick right at the start off of John Murphy in this second half.
And Lopez had that opportunity for OKC late in that second half, or late in that first half, sorry. We took it off the center back, Thomas. And Burner with a good save to keep it level. But you wonder for both sides, with no changes here coming into the second half, do you really highlight this first 10 to 15 minutes, see this game and how it starts to develop here in this half, and then you start to identify changes possibly moving past that 60-minute mark. And those are all things that would be scripted from both sides. Is if we see this look, we're gonna counter with this, and really having those substitutes ready.
Memphis player went down. Referee does not blow his whistle. OKC continue to come forward here. And ball swept in. Reynolds heads it clear. And then a Kurimoto foul stops the OKC Energy push. John Burner was actually the backup goalkeeper for St. Louis FC a season ago. Didn't get too many starts. Kyle Morton, of course, phenomenal goalkeeper last year with St. Louis, got most of the time. Although John Burner nearly equalized in a game last season against Sporting KC 2. He came up with St. Louis down by a goal to nil, got ahead to it on the late corner, but ended up being scored by Fanuel Kavita. And now finds himself getting starters minutes more consistently so far with Memphis. Osmond for the Energy. Coronado, who we got a good taste of in the first half, still provides a lot of attacking threat from this near side in the second half. This ball over the top, and Burner had it well read, and it bounces right into him.
And that's really the combination that both Burner and CJ Cochran have had to deal with tonight so far. And coming into this match, both Burner and Cochran were tied for the league lead in total saves with 13. Obviously, Memphis only playing the 2 matches thus far, but they've really had to just be solid off their line, dealing with some of those direct balls in behind. But other than that, everything else has been played right in front of them, right in front of their back line, with bodies in front, really solid shape defensively.
Quick taken free kick, Memphis were caught out, and Burner was there to deny the chance.
And Coach Pierman will not be happy with the way his team defended that set piece, because he continued to highlight how alert his team had to be. And here, a moment for Bijev. Such a clever taken set piece there, really quick. Bijev recognizes that nobody's really taking account of him, recognizes he could be played in early.
Another set piece opportunity for OKC. Still not quite cleared. Everybody looked to be offside though on the second ball in, and Burner gobbles it up.
And for OKC Energy, when you really like to highlight your attacking set pieces, you know, sometimes this first 5-10 minutes is when you could catch them in that moment. Now, unfortunately, you probably woke Memphis up after that set piece right there, in regards to, I highly doubt there's gonna be another set piece where they're not accounting for every player moving forward. But those are those moments where OKC, you say, hey, this first 5 minutes, let's see if we can go quick one. And here you can see Lopez getting into a tackle with Oduro.
So on that first Fidelity Bank replay again, they're just trying to alleviate the pressure. They did just that. Now OKC's turn to defend. It's a Memphis throw. OKC Energy, as they concede a free kick there, looking for their first home win. Got to go back to August 24th, 2019. Austin Bold were in town. It's a 4-2 win. None of the goal scorers remain from that victory. And again, we mentioned the big stat, Eric. 1 win in the last 26, and that goes back even before John Pascarella took over.
And I think you're going to see some of that urgency from OKC Energy here as this second half develops, because you have a side where we're going to continue to highlight that this is really early on for Memphis into their season. Match 3, they're on the road for the first 5. So you might see a Memphis side that, you know, becomes really complacent and really, you know, will take the 1 point on the road if they end up drawing 0-0 or 1-1 or whatever the scoreline ends up being. But for OKC Energy, it's going to be a team that you're in game 6. You're in this Central Division that is very top heavy with Indy 11, FC Tulsa, Atlanta 2, Lou City, Birmingham. You know, you're going to have to keep pace with those teams, and you're at home. And John Pascarella was very clear about the way his side and the way he wants his group to play at home. Very brave, very on the front foot, very active. And although you haven't seen that throughout so much of the first half, you have seen more of a commitment to getting numbers forward. And like I said, as this second half develops, you're going to see a lot more of that urgency of an OKC Energy team that needs 3 points at home.
Again, Memphis will still have 3 games in hand on OKC after tonight. I think you could say adds even a little bit of extra pressure on OKC. These head-to-head meetings mean a lot. When we look back at the season as we get into the later months.
And to that point, this being OKC Energy's 6th match, Indy 11, Lou City just finished their 4th match. Tulsa, 4th match. Atlanta 2 just played their 5th. So they're sitting a game ahead of everybody, if not more, in the Central Division. So there is points that they really need to start picking up. And, you know, Birmingham sitting there in that 5th, Lou City in that 4th spot, you know, at 7 points. So you get 3 points, that changes the complexion of that division.
Good ball in from Dakers. It fell for Kisiadu, but it was cleared away. Well, Burner played with fire there for Memphis, but they're just able to squeeze it away. Murphy tried to get in behind. Was unsuccessful, and there's a change upcoming for Memphis. So it looks like Michael Salazar is going to enter the field of play for Ben Pierman's bunch. And it looks like the man who just tried to move forward with that, Kyle Murphy, will make way. It's an SSM Health St. Anthony change here for Memphis 901. So we'll see Michael Salazar enter. 2019, he was with RGV and averaged better than a goal per game for them, for the Toros. 10 goals, one every 169 minutes for them. Then he was actually with the Houston Dynamo in MLS for 8 games. And now he finds himself back in the USL Championship with Memphis. Dakers. Fortune couldn't quite wriggle his way through a couple of OKC defenders, and Sam Rogers can control it for the Energy. And Cochran clears. Paul, who's worth noting, is on a yellow card for Memphis, the captain. And OKC Energy look to break. Decent overlapping run, play continues, it stayed in. It's a decent cross, Lopez in the area, but Burner corrals it. And then he hoofs it upfield. And then a free kick gives it to Memphis.
Tremendous touch there to release himself to get out wide, but just missed that service just by a few yards. You really want to lead that outside the 6-yard box, really make it an inviting ball, but made it very easy for Burner to come off his line and take control of it.
Looks like there is a player down at the moment for Memphis. There's a stoppage in play, and it looks like we're going to have a change as well. Charlie Ward is going to enter. Kurimoto, who we highlighted earlier, makes way after 56 minutes. Another SSM Health St. Anthony's change.
Leading the match, number 8, Hiroki Kurimoto. Replacing him, number 14, Charlie Ward.
So Kurimoto leaves, Ward enters. And Reynolds is attended to.
Very interesting to see subs this early on into the second half. So you wonder if, for Memphis, if there was something said at halftime with Kyle Murphy in terms of whether he had picked up a knock or felt something where he needed to come off a little earlier, or that was in the plans. And then for OKC, bringing Kurimoto off and Ward on, was that a plan, or was this in reaction to the Kyle Murphy sub?
And Coach John Pascarella did tell us as well that they were going to manage some of the guys' minutes, but not that particular group right there. And he did mention it would be more like the 65th minute than Well, to be fair, not too far off, but still, we're talking about almost 10 minutes.
And that's a great point. And I think even for your, for your players, obviously OKC Energy, they're playing a midweek game at Indy. So you're right. Maybe Kiramoto really getting that squad rotation. But, if you're going to start the second half, it's the process of getting warmed up, getting ready to go again, and then to quickly be brought off, about less than 10 minutes into that second half. It really does break up a little bit of a rhythm there, but like you said, maybe it is that squad rotation.
Another SSM Health St. Anthony change. Breck Evans will make way. Will come on for Andre Reynolds, who makes way. Tough to see that. Reynolds was vibrant at times for Memphis in the first half, but Breck Evans will be called upon here. A set piece opportunity for Memphis now. Floated in. Now it's Zach Carroll who tried to retrieve it, and it'll go OKC's way. First Fidelity Bank is proud to be an OKC Energy founding sponsor. Our 20 OKC Metro locations making banking convenient for you, especially when combined with our free worldwide ATMs, mobile banking, and mobile deposit. First Fidelity Bank, we go where you go. Visit www.ffb.com today.
And with that substitution of Reynolds, I think John Pescarella is going to be very pleased with the way his team is defended in those wide spaces. Talking to him this week, we talked to him about key matchups, and he really discussed those matchups on the right and left side. And yes, Reynolds was able to get up and down the line and really, create some opportunities with his services. But OKC Energy has really dealt with those services and those challenges very well. So again, defensively, OKC Energy has looked good. And now here in the second half, you can really see some of that buildup and some of that, that positive play going forward. And you have plenty of time here to really advance and really find that go-ahead goal.
Had to be Breck Evans on the cover there. It was almost a corner that was conceded, but it ends up being a throw-in. OKC capitalized from this position. Oh, it's rolled off the back of a Memphis defender and then cleared out of the penalty area just in time. Now can Memphis break here? On the near side, Kadeem Dakers has a few up with him. Slides it in behind. Well, Salazar. Ball in from Dakers. Big moment here. Huge block. And Connor Donovan again with a captain's effort. Blocks it off the 6-yard line. Memphis recycle it. Kisiadu. Good overlapping run. Ball centered in. Deflected towards the corner flag. Evans tried to win a corner. It's a throw-in.
Really well done here by Connor Donovan. Ball gets played in. Just a fortunate bounce there for Kisiadu. Putting it on his right foot. Connor Donovan, such a crucial play there, right in front of his own goal.
Memphis again attacking, nothing doing. Coronado clears. And then good pressure up front by Lopez, who looks to be a lot better than he was towards the end of the first half. Still awaiting a breakthrough that could be crucial for one of these teams, not only for the game, but for this season, you think. Kisiadu finding his partner Dakers. Dakers chops it onto his left. Kisiadu dispossessed as Bijev came back to help defensively.
Really well done by OKC Energy there. Again, I think a lot of people are going to look at some of the wide play by Memphis and be really concerned with it. But if you have Osman and Donovan, Coronado, Rogers, I mean, a back line like that deal with services so well. I mean, you deal with attacking set pieces so well, and then you can defend that wide play. I mean, it's only dangerous if you lose the ability to track runners and really create those layers defensively. But you know, Dakers is finding activity out there wide, but just so well defended by OKC Energy.
Dakers poked that through. Nobody really reacted besides Donovan. And it's a good thing he did. He clears it out for a throw. Boy, Connor Donovan, and Coach John Pasquarello's talked about it. So crucial for the spine of this team. He had to get a new spine, he said, for the team, the back line and the midfield during the offseason. He said that's work. That's been a positive for us this season. It's been about getting those chances and taking them. And OKC's had a few tonight. Kissiadou, he goes for it, but it's out for a goal kick. Energy FC is proud to welcome Social Capital as the official watch party location for the 2020 season. Bring your family and watch every Energy FC away match at the #1 rated craft beer bar in Oklahoma by Forbes magazine and craftbeer.com. Social Capital boasts 120 independent craft beers on tap. As a shot comes in, it is missed by Memphis. A variety of cocktails and wine, a full menu of street tacos and more with Oklahoma City's largest rooftop patio. Memphis has been the one knocking more at the door, it seems, over the last 10 minutes. Lopez now for OKC. Coronado near him. Ignores the overlap. Good cut through here, a shot. Ends up being shanked wide. Good effort by Aiden Daniels, but it's out for a goal kick.
Really good play there by Aiden Daniels. Really had his defender committed to defending him, and really clever play there centrally. Just gets the shot wrong and sails far off to that right side. But Aiden Daniels is somebody that I think we thought maybe would be a lot more involved in the attack tonight. And I think as the second half goes on, I think that's going to be somebody, you know, do they bring on Jaime Chavez? And then can they get Aiden Daniels into the mix here in that final third?
This is Fortune, wins a throw-in for Memphis 901. Just based on what the coaches told us, based on obviously what we can see with the Central Division standings, these last 25 minutes, these teams will be going for it. They really need 3 points. Both teams do. Memphis on the attack. Centering pass, Paul, blocked by a host of OKC defenders. Lopez the only outlet, and he can't control it. So Memphis get it back. Energy crowd, as you'd expect at Taft, have been fantastic tonight, providing a good atmosphere for their team. They're waiting with bated breath, hoping their team can pull out a huge result tonight. A lot of time left, both teams still with a chance to change the narrative. Paul switches fields on a dime. Segbers with a good ball in at the back post, and Donovan there again. And it looks like a foul is going to go OKC's way, as Salazar was also lurking at the back post. Another look.
Again, wide play there for Memphis on this right side. Good service in by Segbers. Handball there, has it going the other way.
Osman for OKC. Daniels tried to let that run. Daniels again Great touch there. Oduro did well. Fortune now tried to find Evans on the overlap. Rogers does well to keep that in for OKC. Back to Rogers.
Memphis coach Ben Pierman was very adamant about his team starting to really build that winning mentality, that culture, and that it doesn't just happen in 2 matches, that it's done through training, lifting the film, you know, creating those competitive moments. So to your point, as this game develops, you know, they were 3 points, they were 30 seconds away from 3 points against Atlanta 2. You know, he's gonna really wanna see his team really stretch this game out and see if they can find that game winner and collect 3 points on the road.
Cochran did well to let it run. Ward. And again. Osmond and Donovan. 2 big additions in that back line that John Pascarella talked about. In the end, it's at the feet of Burner. The United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. Couple of subs upcoming now. OKC will go to the bench here. Jaime Chavez and Arun Basulovic will both enter. Chavez on for Lopez, and SSM Health St. Anthony change for OKC. We'll see what Chavez can do. Basulovic on, Bijev off. Another SSM Health St. Anthony change. And they talk things out, him and John Pascarella. As we hit the 70th minute mark, nobody yet to hit the score sheet.
And these are 2 players in Chavez and Basulovic that don't need a lot of time to impact this game in a positive way for OKC Energy. So to have the ability to bring on 2 players of their quality, and again, I did like moments for Bijev and Lopez. You know, Lopez had a really good opportunities in that first half. Bijev, same thing here early in the second half on that quick set piece to start in that first 5 minutes. But then you bring on 2 experienced players in Chavez and Basulovic with 20 minutes here in this match. And they're not gonna need a lot of time to get into a rhythm. They're gonna be able to find and get on the ball early.
Dakers fouls Coronado, and that'll allow OKC to alleviate some of the pressure. Thing as well for John Pascarella's team, you think about Jaime Chavez, Frank Lopez, they combined for just 4 goals between them a season ago. So they're both gonna need to start firing for OKC. Kadeem Dakers was booked for that challenge. Take another look at it here on the First Fidelity Bank replay.
Really just going through the back of Coronado. Coronado really feeling that touch from Dakers and going down, and obviously the referee's positioning. I didn't get that side view where you see that slight touch. So Dakers finds himself in the book.
One maybe for the academy to take a look at. OKC defending at the back. Memphis win a throw. Breck Evans actually won the USL League One title with North Texas a couple of years ago. Now with Memphis 901, they'll throw this in. Oh, it's a good header on centrally. Kissiadou lines it up. Oh, a clearance off the goal line. And guess who? Connor Donovan to the rescue again. Goodness me.
Connor Donovan doing everything for this OKC Energy side defensively here. Kissiadou really taking advantage of this moment, and it seemed like Dakers might have gotten a touch on it.
Meanwhile, a couple of changes for Memphis. We'll see Mitch Guitar come on. And we'll also see Francis Atuahena enter as well. A couple of SSM Health changes. OKC have a set piece to deal with here. The corner comes in, Donovan first to it. Coronado heads it away, only as far as Guitar. He finds Kissiadou in good space. Kissiadou over the head of the sub. Atuahena, who just came on, couldn't quite get on top of it as it went over his head. Boy, where would OKC be tonight without Connor Donovan? He's had 2 or 3 huge last-ditch defensive efforts. Just either the confirmation of the Guitar change, Oduro made way. Osmond. What a challenge there. Referee waves play on. Dakers against Coronado. Memphis will take the possession. And Segbers all the way back to Burner in goal. Will we have a breakthrough? Coming down on 15 minutes to go. Both teams winless, looking for their first wins of the season. OKC looking for their first home win since August of 2019.
And just as I thought, the referee going back to that tackle just a few moments ago as he let play move forward, but knowing that he was going to come back to that moment.
I believe that was Brad Dunwell, who had been on thin ice from earlier. First Fidelity Bank replay. Oh, and there was,
I think it was a moment before that where Segbers regained possession and he allowed play to move forward and continue. And
in the end, the set piece was too close to Cochran as Ben Pierman pleads with his side. His biggest thing, and we kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier, was just finding the balance between when to press, when to really go all out and attack, and then kind of sit back and absorb some pressure and use his athletes and his speed to hit on the counter. And they've kind of done a good job of both of that tonight. And they've created the better chances, you could argue, but much like OKC, the end product has not been there tonight. So OKC now with a set piece. This is where they can be dangerous. Ward will play it short. Osmond. Dunwell. This is Aiden Daniels. And now Memphis pushing up just a little bit here. Dakers leading the charge. And Cochran skews it, but right to Coronado. Ooh, good hold-up play there. Jaime Chavez. This is better from OKC. Wonderful play here from Daniels. Coronado lines one up, and it's blocked out of play for a throw-in. Carroll, crucial intervention on the edge of the penalty area.
And you could see there in the build-up play that Basulovic wanted it a number of times. First when Jaime Chavez started the play, and then there with Aiden Daniels, as he was taking that ball across the 18-yard box. Vasilovic felt like he was in a really dangerous spot there.
Throwing for the energy on the far side. Looks like Sam Rogers will come up to take this. Just over 12 minutes and stoppage time to play. And it comes. And it's headed away pretty easily there. Kisiadu and Ward fight for the second ball. Memphis, a miss kick there. Chavez fighting for it. Segbers beats him to the spot, and now Memphis could counter here with Dakers. Has Salazar to his left. Dakers chops it back onto his left. Ball played on here. Chance and another crucial block. I mean, who else? Connor Donovan's there again.
And good patience there by Memphis. Seemed to have the break there early on, but Dakers slows the play down, really finds different space throughout that attacking moment.
Another chance goes begging. SiriusXM Listen Free event is now on through June 8th. Catch 24/7 soccer, including USL All Access, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on SiriusXM FC channel 157, plus hundreds of channels filled with entertainment. Download the SiriusXM app to hear it all for free. Go to SiriusXM.com/freekick to learn more. Still time for a late twist in OKC. One that could be, who knows, season defining if one of these two can find it. Osmond. Oh, Cochran. Coronado. Lovely touch there. Sulovic helped out. Ward out wide. And it'll stay with OKC. Hey OKC Energy fans, visit any of the 9 Oklahoma City area Panera Bread locations for our creamy mac and cheese or the classic bacon turkey bravo. Try the new Chipotle chicken and bacon flatbread pizza or everyone's seasonal favorite, the strawberry poppy seed salad. As OKC clear their lines, these and other favorites are sure to have you cheering. Order online at PaneraBread.com for pickup or delivery right to you. Your favorites only at Panera.
And as this game starts to wind down, we talk about maybe being Memphis being content with the point and a 0-0 draw, but you look at their schedule, and although they start 5 games on the road, they have this schedule where they play on the, they pretty much have a week between matchups. They play tonight, they don't play again until June 5th, and then they don't play again until June 12th. So they really do have that week to rest, train, recover from these road trips. So, here with less than 10 minutes left of this match, they could be the team that really presses for that go-ahead goal.
Just feels like this game is calling out for a hero. I mean, Connor Donovan's in pole position at the moment with a couple of last-ditch tackles to save OKC's bacon. We're still lacking that goal. Memphis has come the closest. Either side have broken through. Here's the captain, Paul. Breck Evans lofts it towards the penalty area. OKC want the offside flag, and they get it. Fans follow OKC Energy and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home of the USL, MLS, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Join more than 12 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+, and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Osmond. Still time for heroics at Taft Stadium. Vasiljevic gives it away. Kisiadu. Initially, Dakers. Cochran clears. And then he gets it back. One stat I did want to throw out for OKC, look back to last season. OKC had a 16.43 expected goals in 2020. That's the lowest of any championship side a season ago, according to American Soccer Analysis. Goes on to what we said earlier, just about sometimes the lack of opportunities, or in this case tonight, not taking some of those chances. Can they get a goal that could be crucial for their season late on here? Daniels helping the cause. This is Ward. And maybe a little bit of a trip and a foul. Won by Dunwell. Referee will make OKC take it again. See the shots there just in favor of Memphis, 12-10. Can OKC do it with their bread and butter from a set piece? As Memphis looks to defend another set play. You see there, it's a little surprising to see only one shot on target for Memphis. It feels like there's been more than that. But 4 for OKC, Eric.
That is, I feel like Connor Donovan saved more than one shot on target there.
That's a good point.
But going back to your point with OKC Energy, you know, it is recognizing those attacking moments and when you can convert.
Can they convert from this? Coronado. Ooh, maybe took a last-ditch touch off of a Memphis player. It did. It's a corner. Brought to you by Little Caesars. Do the Energy have late magic in them here? Aiden Daniels, who Coach John Pasquarello told us, really excited about where he can make an impact the rest of the way this season. He lost one in towards the back post. Crucial header out of there by Skylar Thomas. OKC have a throw as they tighten the screws late on the Memphis back line. Coronado juggles a couple of balls and he's ready to throw it in.
You could see there Jaime Chavez was on that far post. So really important intervention there by Thomas for Memphis.
Donovan, who's been the hero tonight for OKC defensively. Will there be an attacking hero in Oklahoma City? Oh, OKC had it for a moment. Kisiadu did really well defensively for Memphis. He wins a free kick, and there's some trash talking going on there between Kisiadu and a booked player as well. And it looks like it's going to be Jonathan Brown, who not only talked a little trash, but because of his foul, is booked.
It looked like just a slight miscommunication between Vasiljevic and Chavez. It looked like both players thought each other were going to take advantage of that break for OKC, and neither one took control.
It's headed out for a Memphis 9:01 throw. We have 4 minutes to play of the 90, plus some stoppage time. Memphis will throw this into the penalty area. Thomas couldn't quite head it on. Kisiadu, guitar, keeps it alive. Kisiadu flicks it over the top. Salazar was there, but so was Osmond.
And towards the end of matches is when you start to see, not maybe start to see, this is really the final product of what each team is willing to concede in this game. You know, are both teams okay with a draw and leaving here with 1 point? Who really wants to push and really force the issue of going after this game and finding 3 points and potentially leaving yourself open for a counterattack or other space available to concede a goal? But you could see there's moments where CJ Cochran just really allows the ball to settle at his feet, slows the game down. Memphis slower to take throw-ins there on the attacking third.
This feels like a game where neither side can truly be happy with a point. But they're fighting for three, you can tell, as Kisiadu, who's been great tonight, wins a free kick.
And I would agree with that point, but I think Memphis just has so many more games left moving forward. And like I said, I definitely agree with that thought and that premise, because whenever you're on the road and you play in front of a great crowd that OKC Energy always has here at Taft Stadium, you know, for Memphis, you walk away, okay, maybe we improved in certain aspects of the game, and you leave with 1 point and you still have a lot to chase moving forward.
2 minutes to go. Sent into the box by Kisiadu. It isn't quite cleared. Shot comes in, blocked away. Kisiadu tried to run onto it. Aiden Daniels shields and controls. And then it was nicked away from him by Kadeem Dakers. Dakers lofts one in, and it's headed away. Good header by Sam Rogers. Kisiadu. Now it's Memphis' turn to throw a few waves at OKC. Dakers goes down in the penalty area. Referee's blown his whistle, and it might be for a dive. It is. And Kadeem Dakers is gone. With just over a minute to go, Dakers was already on a booking, and he's sent off here in the 89th minute for diving in the penalty area.
And you could tell throughout this match that Kadeem Dakers was frustrated with the play and really frustrated with the amount of moments that he had in that attacking third, and he was frustrated with his own play, and they're really trying to create something for his team, but referee recognizes right away that not even a touch on Dakers, and he goes down, really trying to appeal to that penalty kick spot, but right call. Dakers sitting on a yellow card already, finds himself leaving the field and putting his team in a situation where now they're playing a player down with just a few moments here left, but then also obviously, you know, moving forward to that next Saturday's matchup with
Zachary Ellis Hayden, we're told, is going to come on for OKC Energy. Jonathan Brown, who's on a yellow, makes way. It's an SSM Health change. Hayden's working his way back, Ellis Hayden, I should say, working his way back from an injury. Can he be a late difference maker? Kadeem Dakers, as you see there, 4 added minutes, extra time brought to you by SSM Health St. Anthony. SSM Health St. Anthony, pardon me, is ready for you, for the game, for the team, for the community. At a moment's notice, without hesitation, we're ready, and we're proud to be the Energy FC healthcare provider.
And I really like this look with Ellis Hayden higher up on that right side. Ellis Hayden has been so good throughout his career with those really purposeful, intentional services out wide, and putting him higher in that up the field is going to give him an opportunity to possibly find Chavez or Basulovic.
Michael Salazar, yellow carded for a challenge as well. So the referee going to his book a few times here. And there's 4 added minutes. We're over a minute into it, and there might be more just because of the red card to Dakers for a second yellow, and now another yellow on Salazar. But OKC, for these last few minutes, up a man. Can they make it count?
And this could turn into a wild 2.5 minutes, because for OKC, now you can commit numbers knowing that Memphis really can't counter you being down a player.
Oh, a swing on an overhead attempt. Not on target. You saw the extra effort. Jaime Chavez in traffic went for the spectacular.
You know, Memphis is going to really have to find good numbers behind that ball when Oklahoma City Energy have possession. So for OKC, that allows you to really play on that front foot a little more going forward and finding a couple of those seams to play into with just a few minutes remaining.
Headed back forward. Ellis Hayden tries to run onto it. It's cleared. Ooh, headed into the path of Aiden Daniels. Guitar forces him back. Rogers. Ellis Hayden, fresh legs from him. Picks his head up, has help with him. Ward. Back out wide. Left-footed cross into the penalty area. Could fall. Chavez goes down in the penalty area. Referee waves it away. Still a minute to go of stoppage time, maybe a little bit more. Rogers again. This is Ward. Ward lines one up. Scoops it in for Ellis Hayden. Ellis Hayden blocked off, and it's cleared away by Zach Carroll. Now Osmond. Donovan. Frantic finish here in Oklahoma City. Ward. Out wide for Rogers. Far side, another chance to whip one in. Could fall for a chance. Dunwell not able to get to it. Ward again. Could this be the last chance? Well, there's a Memphis player down. Referee, because of a head injury, good call by him. It's Michael Salazar who's down for Memphis. Boy, hope he's okay.
And as much as the fans and the teams don't agree with this is absolutely the right call. I mean, anytime you're dealing with a head injury, it doesn't matter where you are in the phase of play. You've got to make sure Michael Salazar is okay.
So he's attended to. Now, Eric, the question remains, how much more time will we have? How much will this add on to the end of stoppage time on what could already have been an extra 30 seconds?
It will, and I think OKC Energy is really trying to make sure here what the restart is going to look like, because they were clearly in possession here at the end, and you're going to want to make sure, and this is always a discussion, because, you know, whenever you have a restart like this, you know, some teams will get it back and they'll play it all the way back to your goalkeeper, and then you've got to restart play. So it's important for OKC Energy to see where and how it's going to restart. And then, like you said, there's definitely going to be something more added on to this match, and that uncertainty is going to really add to an already frantic finish for both sides.
And hopefully Michael Salazar is okay. He's able to walk off the field under his own power. It's a good sign. But again, you never know. Always have to be very careful with head injuries. Referee was right to stop it there. And now we wait to see how much more time we will have here. It will be a drop ball. OKC, like you said, Eric, we're in possession. Is there time for more magic late? Salazar's back on. Shot came in. Oh, a miscue. Coronado wasn't ready for it, but it rolls out of play. And that's full time. Not much more was added on for the injury, and it finishes honors even in OKC. OKC Energy's first win at home since 2019 will move into another week. Memphis 901 pick up their second point in 3 to start this season. Boy, both teams could have won it. Memphis went down a man late into the game. OKC were asking for more time. You could see there at the end of stoppage time, they didn't get it. And in the end, it finishes OKC Energy 0, Memphis 901 0. What a frantic finish. But in the end, it finishes no goals for either side.
And both sides really finding success in different moments throughout this match. But here, Connor Donovan, you could say he played so well defending those wide services from Memphis. You know, timely tackles inside the 18-yard box on opportunities from Kisiadu, Dakers, and really complete match. Unfortunately, just was not able to get in on some of these attacking set pieces and attacking corners.
our Mid-First Bank man of the match. Connor Donovan was fantastic. John Pascarella settles for a point. So does Memphis 901 as well. Again, the final score, OKC 0, Memphis 901 0. We'll take a break. We'll wrap things up with highlights and stats after this from OKC.
Success is achieved through hard work, and many business owners work tirelessly for years to realize the dream of franchising their business. FFB partners with companies of all sizes every day and offers an extensive variety of treasury services. FFB will outline a plan just for you, help you streamline cash flow, and monitor your business transactions. Because we know you've got better things to do, like grow your business. FFB, we go where you go.
Real commitment doesn't stumble. It doesn't hesitate. It's ready at a moment's notice, on the sidelines and in the stands. It leans in and gets loud. We're ready for you, for our club, for our city, for whatever comes next. We're SSM Health St. Anthony, and we're proud to be the official healthcare partners of the OKC Energy FC.
Welcome to Love's. Here, technology drives us. That's why we research technology advancements in our own labs. It's why we're constantly developing new tools to improve the ways you move. Ways that lead to safer, more efficient travel. Here at Love's, we believe that technology drives us all forward. Love's.
Welcome to the Brahms post-game show. Sean St. Jacques, Eric Dobransky here with you. It finished 0-0 between OKC Energy and Memphis 901 FC. That man, Connor Donovan, our man of the match, had some huge plays, Eric, defensively tonight for OKC to get them a point as we take a look at tonight's save of the match for the OKC Energy. It was a crucial moment in the game. Memphis had a big chance, but Connor Donovan saves their bacon. The save of the game is presented by SSM Health St. Anthony's, and Eric, it saved OKC a point.
Man of the match, save of the game, Connor Donovan. What else?
What can he do?
What can he do? Obviously, we didn't have a lot of moments where he could get on the ball in that attacking third and on attacking set pieces, but really terrific performance by him and that OKC backline. And then, you know, this coming from the first half, really a really good chance by Memphis early on from Hakeem Dakers and Reynolds. That wide play on that left side was so critical early on, and then later in the game it really came from that right side. And then finishing off that first half, service in Frankie Lopez, almost getting on the end of that.
More Panera Bread full-time highlights here. Lopez missed the chance for OKC Energy in the first half. He had a couple of opportunities, and then again we revisit this play where it looked like Kissy Adu had it lined up, and you might as well put a cape on Connor Donovan tonight. He made some amazing stops. This was the best of the bunch.
And you go back to it, really saving a point for OKC. That was hands down the best opportunity for either side, and the one shot on target for Memphis. And possession at halftime was in favor of Memphis, but you could see OKC really get on the ball quite a bit more there in the second half. Memphis holding the advantage in shots, but really neither side able to convert on those opportunities in the final third.
And on the first Fidelity Bank full-time stats as well, Kadeem Dakers was sent off in the 89th minute, that one red card there, for a second yellow for diving in the penalty area looking for a penalty. It wasn't given, and instead he was given his marching orders by the center referee. But in the end, the only stat that matters, 0-0 between OKC Energy and Memphis 901 FC. And in the end, both teams again have to settle for a point, as both teams are in search of their first wins of 2021. Really good game in the end. Both teams had chances to win it, but it finishes honors even as the crowd thanked the players for their efforts tonight at Taft Stadium. Always a great place in the USL Championship to go watch a game in Oklahoma City. The CJ Cochran and company, along with Connor Donovan, thank the fans for their support here in Oklahoma City. And of course, OKC coming up next at Indy 11. That'll be on June 2nd, 6 p.m. Central Time. That'll be a big game. Indy 11 are red hot at the moment. They just beat Lou City, and OKC Energy will be ready for them as well. Fun game in Oklahoma City. In the end, it finished honors even. Memphis went down to 10. OKC had a late flurry at the end, but in the end, Memphis held on and Connor Donovan saved OKC a point. For Eric Dobransky and our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Oklahoma City. It finishes OKC Energy FC 0, Memphis 901 FC 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.